To these bad bitches, accolades, got will, son, no castaway. I'm twice as good, get half the praise. Throw a sniper up and I'll blast away. You ain't getting through.
Hey guys, Castle here, and welcome to this 500k FIFA 17 squad builder hybrid, guys. Start straight away by going to the goalkeeper. In goal, we've got the 86 rated Kasper Schmeichel. This guy is the new beast in the game. Butland's been downgraded, otherwise I would have stuck him in goal as the cheaper option. But he's just not as good as he used to be, and now Schmeichel seems to be the best player to choose and has done really well for me when playing matches recently. So I'm really happy with him. He's played 162 games for my club. Next player then we have got Hector Bellerin. This guy is just quick and good. Recently bought his upgraded card. Not much of a difference between both of them, but you can tell there is a little bit, like not much at all, but strength just seems a little bit stronger maybe on the card. But maybe that's just me knowing it's a new higher card. But one of the better right backs you can get this team. Obviously you could go for Kyle Walker or Danny Rose if you do feel like going for one of them two. At centre back then I have got Bailly. This guy, recently bought him. I think he's a good centre-back, but I don't think he's as good as everyone hypes him up to be, whether he's been downgraded slightly or not, like some of the other players have been. I'm not talking about downgraded by rating, I'm talking about downgraded just being like in general, like nerfed-wise. But yeah, this guy, he's a pretty decent centre-back. But anyway, next then we have David Luiz. This guy's a lot better than Bailly in my opinion. 458 games for him. And yeah, he's done pretty decent in them games. Got quite a lot of cards in them games though, but then that is what you will expect from me probably, as if I ever am about to go, like in games, sometimes you have to get yourself booked just to do well, and yeah, sometimes that's got to be done. At left back then we have the 86 rated James Milner. This guy's card is an absolute beast of a card. If he can get a couple more informs, you could see him getting an all 80 plus stat card, which it really wouldn't surprise me if that did happen at some point in the year. But he's a pretty decent player for me, and getting forward is pretty good as well. And yeah, I really would recommend getting him as well, because he's quite quick, he's strong, and he's good at defense. He can shoot as well, and he can take free kicks. Trust me, he can take good free kicks. In centre midfield, then we have got Kante. Since I've had this guy, I haven't lost as many matches. I haven't been conceding as many goals. This guy has literally saved my midfield so much. Before him, I had Dele Alli, who was good in attacking. Kante's not as good as attack, but defensively, he is winning every ball, basically, in the midfield. As long as you're near them and you know how to defend, you can definitely win the balls off them, and I really would recommend getting Kante. At our other centre mid then is Fernandinho. Fernandinho is also very similar to Kante. Not as quick, though, I don't feel, in game-wise. But he's still a pretty good player, and he's more defensive as well, so I would recommend getting him as well in your team. At cam then we've got Oscar. This guy is ridiculously good. 264 games played, 82 goals scored, and 163 assists, which is a pretty good record, if I must say so for myself, for a cam. I really would recommend getting him. There are probably some better that you could get, but due to chemistry linking with this team, I really would recommend getting him. There we have them. We're getting into the forwards now, and there are three big players to come now. Raheem Sterling's Player of the Month card. Obviously, you can't get his Player of the Month card anymore, so if you have this card, you can use this in this team. If you do not have this card, you can just use his normal card, and that would be absolutely fine as well. 846 game played, 159 goals, and 173 assists. He's a pretty good card to use. I wouldn't say it was too reliable though, but he can have the games where he's a really good player, or he'll have games where he's missing. But that's why you have to have super subs as well, because then they can come on and completely change around a game. But yeah, he is a pretty good card to use, and I would recommend using him as well. But his shooting wise, he's not very good. Then at striker, then we've gone straight to, we have got Jonas. This guy is an absolute tank up front. 879 games played, 916 goals, and 316 assists. That's over 1,000 things done in 879 games. More like 1,200 things done in 8,079 games. So yeah, that's a really good card to get. It's actually 1,032 things done. If I'm not, yeah, 1,032 things done in 879 games, so that's pretty good for him. He's a really good card, he's such a good player, and I really would recommend getting him. And guys, this isn't offline, these aren't offline games, this is weekend league. If you check my channel, I play the weekend league every week, so that is proof that this guy gets the goals on the weekend league as well, and he's just absolutely insane. Finally then, we've got the left wing of Robert Pires. Recently bought him, and I've been really impressed with him so far. 46 games played, 12 goals, and 6 assists. But I'm telling you, he should have more assists than that. I'm surprised it's only 6. But the amount of times I get the ball in the box with him and finish it, or just get the ball on the edge of the box and then pass to someone else and then get it finished, it is just absolutely insane. Like, he's such a good player. Getting past people, he's really good at holding up the ball as well. He's pretty good at doing, and I really would recommend getting him. Passing is very, very good on his card as well. So is such a good card to get. Also, he's got the 4-star skill moves that a lot of people would want to get. But anyway, guys, that is the team that I've got there. I really would recommend playing it. This is the Weekend League team that I did use for this Weekend League as well. And this was my subs bench. It's a pretty decent subs bench as well. And obviously, you can see by these red cards I do play in the Weekend League, in case you didn't believe me. But no, guys, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Peace.